Hey guys, welcome back to this another tutorial for beginners. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make this sofa that I'm sitting in, so let's get right into it. So first you just want to pull out your maker pen in your backpack. Now that you have your maker pen, you're going to want to go to palette and click on cube. Once you have cube selected, go to tools, go to the option where it says Recolor. You can make your couch any color or any material. I'm just going to go with this color and material. Once you're ready, it should look something like this. I also recommend having grid snapping turned on. So first you just want to make your base of the couch. So just a normal square. There's nothing too outrageous. So next you want to click on clone and follow exactly what I do. You want to first clone to the left, and then clone to the top, and then go back to this one right here, clone to the right, and then go up and go down. Or you can clone up right there, and then clone back to the left. So once you're done, it should look something similar to this. So now what you want to do here, you want to click on rotate, and click on this one on the far right. Now what you want to do is angle it to wherever you want your armrest to be. So this is going to be the armrest part where you lay your arm. So I'm going to have mine about right here. Next, you want to click on move and move it to wherever you pretty much want it. I'm going to move it all the way up here and sideways, and that's pretty good. Now to make your left one, you're going to want to click on clone/flip and then click on the one you just moved and click on it, and so you'll see this little icon right here. You're going to want to click on this one, not this one. Click on this one, and you'll see it rotate it. So you want to go back to move and then just move it to the end of it to make your second armrest. Now you want to make the back part. So for the back part, you're going to want to do pretty much exactly what we just did. Click on rotate. Now click on it and you'll see this red part of the line. You want to just rotate it until you're happy with the headrest part. So I think this is pretty good. I'm going to click on move and then move it on up and then just slide it to where it's supposed to be. Once you have that, you want to go back to clone and click on what you just made and then clone it to the right. And then boom. Next you want to go back to your palette, go to tube, go back to your tools, and go to your tube settings. Now I recommend turning on uniform shapes and scroll down all the way down here and turn off smooth tubes. And now right here for tube analog mode, I recommend doing off because we're not going to need it. Just want to make sure connect nearby tubes is on. You want your tube height scale at 1, and you want your tube radius meters, whatever size this arm length is. So I'm going to pick 0.08. Now for this part, it's a little tricky having your snapping turned on grid. So I'm going to turn it off. And so what you want to do is pretty much angle it. Make your watch thing probably will open, but you kind of like want to angle it right about here. And then just make it go across the armrest itself. Once you have that, you're gonna want to simply go down here and just kind of like dig into the side. Now that you have that, you're gonna want to go to where you just ended, go back up, and pretty much make it go right here. Make sure it's right next to the side where the headrest is, so just let go. The couch should look something like this now. So you can do the same thing, but what I'm going to do is click on clone and click on what I just made, the tubes, and then just find this little icon right here and click on it to rotate it the opposite way. And then I'm just going to click on move and just move it right in. Next you want to do is make the legs part of the chair. Go to create and make sure you have the tube settings still on. So the tube settings are mainly going to stay the same except the tube faucets. For the tube faucets, you're going to want to click on 4. And after you have it clicked on 4, you want to click the snapping up here back to grid. After you have it on grid, the tube analog mode right here, you're going to want to turn it on brush. Make sure you still have connect nearby tubes on. For this part, it's going to be wooden. So what I'm going to do is recolor and go back to the top and change my color. Okay, now I made this. It's now wood, but you can do any color you want or any material you want. It doesn't really matter. So now what you want to do, you just want to push all the way down on your trigger and just to make this little tiny little log thing. Okay, so I'm going to connect it and slowly undo your grip on the controller. So make a little peg, something kind of like this, so it'll go downwards. So I'm going to move this to where it needs to be. So I'm just going to put it about right here. So I'm going to use 4 different pegs for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on clone/flip again. Go to your little peg leg and click on the clone thing. Now I'm going to move it to where I want it to be. Right here is good. So I'm just going to keep on doing the same thing until I have all 4 corners done. Now to get a little bit more fancy, you can quit there or you can just keep on going. So what I'm going to do is click back on clone. And then click on this little area right here. I'm going to click on it and go to the side of it and click the outwards part. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on manipulate. So I'm going to make sure you manipulate it smaller than the actual size of it because it's going to look like a pillow now. So once you get a smaller box, I'm just going to go to move. And then I'm going to move it to where it's barely showing so it kind of looks like it's a pillow. It's just standing there. Now that we have that one pillow, we're going to want to click on clone. And I'm going to clone this over here. And then I'm just going to move it to where it would match the other side part of the headpiece. Now that I have that, I'm going to make it a different color. So I'm going to go to Recolor. So I want them to be black. I'm just going to recolor them to black by clicking on them. And so yeah, here's the sofa. Now again, you can be done here, but this is the last thing I'm going to add on. You can add a seat. And to add a seat to these, all you want to do is go to Palette. You want to go to the search button up here and just search up a seat. And then you'll find it. So I'm just going to put mine under here. So as you can see, I added a seat right here. So what you're going to do is go to clone flip again, click on the seat, and take it to the other person's side. So once you have your seats, you're going to want to make them invisible because no one wants random seats on their sofa. So what you're going to want to do is go to your watch, click on configure, and then click on the first seat, and go back to your watch part of the maker pen. And right here you'll see component visibility. You're going to want to turn this little button on, and then you should be done, and it should be invisible. Do the same thing for the other seat. Go to your maker pen, and click on that setting on the configure button. I can just sit down in the chair, and yeah, here's my seat. So yeah, that's how you make a simple sofa. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. See ya!